to do better on my compliance obligations. Now, let me look at an operational procedure, which can be a boring subject a lot of times for me when I'm actually doing work. And here's a long one, tipping procedure. They are long, but they're really important. And as you can see, I can pretty much access them anywhere, anytime, accept, and then say, yep, I'm understood, really get a good understanding, sign away, click submit, and that's me done. So really, really simple. Now let me look
And
at an
let me
operational
try
procedure which
coming back
can to the dashboard, and as you can see, my scores again going up, and look at all the compliance categories as well right on top. Let me also do a job safety analysis. So this is a simpler one, like a truck cleanliness review. So let me just select myself, and say, yeah, everything's documented. Enter the vehicle number. So this can be a vehicle dropdown. I've added a text field here, but you can actually create assets and make that a dropdown. And here you can see a risk calculator. So you can do a real time, or your employees can do a real time risk assessment anywhere. This can be created from scratch, and again, we provide trainings on how to do all this, so feel free to reach out to us. So you can see I can get a real-time score here, take a photo as a proof. Um, let me see. Let me take a photo of my neighbor's ute. Oh, there you go. Hold on, hide his license plate. Um, really, while the photo is uploading, I pretty much declare that I've cited everything and make sure that everything's working fine. Sign away again as usual. Now this is really up to you whether you want signatures or not, but very easy for all that to happen. Now back to my dashboard here. Let me see what else I can do. So I can go to my calendar. I can look at all the activities, and there are different categories, as you can see: pre-starts, job safety analysis, service checks, trainings, policies, and all those are pretty much at my fingertips as an operator. I can look for multiple days and really get ready for future days or really catch up. So I can also add incidents. So here's a sample incident that I've created, um, cleaned up the customer gate. Geez. Um, got some incident details here. All that's configurable when you enter it through the app, and you can provide real-time answers, and that's really useful as you'll see forward. So really, really simple for me as an operator to stay compliant. Log off from here, and let's go to the demonstration of the main app. So the main app's available on any one of your browsers. We recommend Chrome, but you're free to use whatever. Come into the application and you can see that Align is a multi-entity organization. You can run multiple businesses here. Let me briefly go to Consolidated, a company that I just created. So not much data there, but as you can see, I can WOM swap into the logistics company. It didn't require me to log in and out, and the data completely refreshes on the dashboard. And here as a business owner, you can see all the activities that your business has been set up to stay compliant on. We also have this unique concept of a safety score, which is an artificial intelligence driven score, which can run on these various parameters or compliance categories, like we like to call them, across your business. So you can really track each one of the category or look at the safety score real time, anytime. Um, Talking of real time, you can see in activity feed all the incidents. You probably see some of William's incidents here that you saw in his app. And here's the activity feed as well. Very cool. You can absolutely keep on track on what's happening. It updates real time on different activities. Now, for your safety and compliance officers, it really becomes easy to keep a tab on stuff that might be distributed or subcontractors. Look at all the inductions that I've created here in the sample company. You can look at one of these and set up all these questions, do PDF sends, send them to other organizations, and do whatever you like. Um, Going into the administration section, as a safety officer, I can also look at all the complete and the incomplete reports as well. So let's try this one, selecting William. our guinea pig for today, and just set a time um, period and search. You can see everything that he's missed doing. That's a 29% miss in that week. So you can see all that actually happens on a specific day or a specific week, and he might have been away, which is a legitimate explanation of that. But as a safety officer, I can really keep a track on all of that happening there. You can also see all the incidents here, and again, as a safety officer, go into these incidents and launch an investigation, add action items, identify future hazards, what have you. You can also obviously look at these at any time, generate PDFs if you want to provide it to an external party, let's say to the police, for example. You can all do that here without having to file away miles and miles of file cabinets. Um, let's look at the administration section a little. And as an administrator, I can really come in and configure the compliance categories. They're all configurable according to your business, and they can come preloaded. I can also manage the different aspects like employees and assets where I would like to track compliances on. And really all that comes to this undertake section here, anything that's due. Look at all these other sections. So these are very useful for me as a HR person or HR officer. I can store documents, policies. Here I've got bullying first aid policy. Let's look at this first aid one. And as you can see, policies can change. They can be pretty comprehensive. They can change, and keeping track of change can be a challenge both for you and your staff. So we really recommend recurring these policies on a periodic basis, which is really easy in Kiri Align. You can forget completely about it, but Kiri Align would remember. Track all your compliances and non-compliances. Manage trainings. Really great for HR personnel. Let's look at this COVID-19 cleaning training that we've got here. A couple of questions, wear gloves, stay safe. Here you can see I can add any videos that I like, YouTube, Vimeo. I can maintain training log for employees, and that really helps measure compliances and performance over a period, which could be an annual or a quarterly period. So really, really useful for me as a HR personnel as well. And, all the roles here are configurable. I can look at my own dashboard, or I can look at an organizational dashboard if I have that access, which is all configurable by you. Really making sure that staff are keeping track of the right things. Looking at the calendar here again, very similar to the calendar that you saw on William's app. Keeping a track of all the notifications that I'm receiving on the app as well. So one-stop shop for all your compliance needs, central visibility and transparency. So what's next? Well, let's chat. You can send us an email at inquiries@kiryalign.com. That's our email address. If you would like us to get you started, or if you have any questions that we could answer, we'd love to hear from you. We also encourage you to come interact with the community at the Safe Work podcast, which is on Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Here you can see us on the Spotify podcast app, the big yellow blob there. So come in, have a say, come and join the community. We'd love to have you there. And last not least, do come in and sign up for free if you want to know more as well. We are on kiryalign.com, and we'd love to have you there. We'd hang around for a bit after this presentation to answer any questions, but if you prefer to get in touch in person, thank you for your time, and we'd absolutely love you to get you started on your Kiri Align journey. Thanks again.